My role is to be the principal investigator for the University of Lyon partnership. As such, I've coordinated a team with several PhD supervisors from Lyon that hosted 18 PhD students from SINCHEM over the 5 years. The most challenging experience is to be able to coordinate my job with very many SINCHEM students. Lyon was very fortunate to host 18 out of the about 40 PhD. 5 as host and the rest as 5 as home and the rest as host. And this was challenging. There was a lot to coordinate. But it was really very rewarding too, because the objective was very focused, sustainable industrial chemistry. So it all had to fit together with the experiences of the other partner, my own and the Lyon team expertise, and our common goal. Well, you might notice that I'm quite international myself. And what I learned is that there are not many very big differences. You have to be attentive to the fact that when someone is not close to their family, whether it's at 100 kilometers or on the other side of the world, there are technical, material, emotional difficulties that have to be taken care of. This is something we don't think about, but the well-being of our international students is something that we try to pay attention to, also with the fact that it's a demanding project. They had to be in 2 different countries, probably neither of them was theirs, probably neither of them, they had family or they had pre-organized friendship with a challenging science. So to fit all this together was something that I had to learn and pay attention to, because science is something that we're trained to do. That you have to pay attention to the little things. You have to pay attention to what makes a person feel comfortable in their own culture and try to adapt. So that's when I'm in the interaction. And on the other side, you also have to realize that little things don't matter when you're on the receiving edge. If that person doesn't speak exactly with the same accent, if that person doesn't respect exactly the personal space, if that person doesn't construct a scientific point of view in the same way, it's not necessarily something that has to be a bridge. It's something that we can go over because we have a common goal. Well, the social aspect, and maybe I would like to say the societal aspect of the SINCHEM community has been very strong. We feel that we are contributing to the very challenging moment that we're facing. We need to have drastic changes, and science can help bridge that transition to a lower CO2 emitting society, to a more sober society. So knowing that we have this together with all different expertise is something that makes big bonds, strong bonds. On top of that, as I told you, on top of that, many of these students didn't have family members or pre-existing friends in the continent. And this makes these bonds even stronger, among them and with us.
SINCHEM project involves many women.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion about this gender balance?
Well, I'm very happy regarding the gender balance in SINCHEM to see that it's something that is probably only getting normalized. Firstly, there is no preconceived idea that we should have a 50-50 gender balance. I know that this is not what is the current idea, but I really respect choices of individual. And it means that if they're not attracted to the job, it's not because I'm thinking female, young female are not attracted to sciences. It might be not because they don't feel they're strong enough, but maybe because science, the way we run it, is not good enough for them. So I'm attentive in the gender balance to what we should change in our own practice as established scientists and as overall, for example, recruiting officers. But I'm not aiming at gender balance. Gender balance is only an indicator that some non-desirable biases, probably unconscious, some other time not too unconscious, are not operating. So I'm very happy. I don't consider it a goal, gender balance. I consider it an indicator. And the indicator in SINCHEM is quite important. But if I may add something to this idea of gender balance, I actually analyzed my gender balance in my own recruiting. And I've seen that while in master's and in PhD, I mostly recruit half and half. When I go to the postdoc, I only recruited 1 female out of every 4 male that I answered. And I don't know why I did that. So I'm contributing probably to this gender leaky pipeline. What about my practices? What about the other students that don't want to apply? Let's think about it.